Hey, how's it going, Joker fam? It's your wild haha Joker, man. And we are back at it again, picking it back up, bro. As you guys know, man, football season, man, it's upon us now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Preseason's already started, bro. Madden's coming out in like a few hours for us. You know what I'm saying? We got early access and stuff like that, so we're right back into everything. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead, pick this up for what's going on with the Raiders. Obviously, there's a lot of things that have been happening, a lot of things going on. I haven't been doing videos and stuff like that. I know. But back, hopefully, from the last Raiders video that we did, got mad love, got a lot of love. So hopefully we can go ahead and pick that back up. You feel me? So either way, let's get into it. What's going on with the Raiders now, and what I would like to see going into this preseason game against the Seahawks, right? So, as we already know, we have some of the bigger news-wise with Christian Wilkins, right? As it is, he's been this way since college. You feel me? Like, he's been this way since Clemson. He's been this way on the Dolphins. It's not really like that much of a surprise, I guess. But the difference between then versus now is that then he was producing. Now he got injured the first season we got injured, and now seemingly he wasn't going to be able to play this season coming up, right? So we all know how the NFL is. You can be this type of player, but if you're producing, it kind of just gets swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? We saw that with situations with Josh Gordon. We've seen that with situations with Antonio Brown. Players will continue to get opportunities as long as you produce. When you don't produce, then, well, you see what happens. So that situation is not so much of a surprise to me, but it's more so of now, what are the Raiders going to do moving forward? Because whereas Christian Wilkins and his antics might have caused an issue for the Raiders, that is still a very good D tackle. There's a reason why he got paid the money that he got paid. And as it is, there's not really a lot of talent at the D tackle spot that you can just go pick up and just go grab. Feel me? As it is, the only thing that I see right now that can possibly happen is via trades at this point. And that will be obviously the Trey Henderson situation. I know his contract is close to being done, but as it is, it ain't done yet. So there's always that chance. Obviously, Micah Parsons being another one. I've obviously heard some things about that, and from what I've heard, the agent that represents Christian Wilkins also represents Micah Parsons. So there's an issue with that. So could it happen? It could still happen, but if it doesn't happen because of that reason, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously the situation with the Commanders and Terry McLaurin. Now, obviously Terry McLaurin is the least bit of our worries because based off of how the draft went, I was a little bit on the fence about it because I thought when you're bringing in somebody like Geno Smith, you need to have a true X, right? You got to have him. And this is where we've seen Geno have his most good out of his career, out of his seasons, is when he had that receiver like DK. To me, the closest we would have gotten to that was McMillan. But as it is, we had a nice little diamond in the rough, and Deontay Thornton, I think I'm saying his name right. Deontay Thornton, he's excelled greatly in the training camps, the mini camps, practices, and everything like that. And currently, right now, he is in the starting lineup, which he definitely should be. And he's been playing well. He's gotten a lot of compliments from a lot of good players on the team, Max Crosby and other players too. Obviously, Geno Smith, but it's his quarterback, so shocker there, right? But as it is, he's been performing very well. So we got our true X regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy about that. Again, y'all know from the last video I did, I was a little bit iffy on picking up Genty first round. but we got our X, and that's all I really wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad anymore about the draft. Hey, whatever. We got the pieces there. Whatever happens at this point, that's what happens. You feel me? But as it is, Terry is as good of a talent as he is. We have a nice receiving core already. You know what I'm saying? From the practice that I saw clips of from the Raiders doing the first string offense versus first string defense, I saw Michael Mayer getting in some touches, getting in some catches, performing very well. Obviously, Brock Bowers doing his thing in the red zone. Deontay Thornton doing his thing. We still have Jacoby Myers. So we have a plethora of weapons still. So to me, Terry's on the back end of that list. If you cannot get, in my opinion, it's going to have to be Micah Parsons. Because, again, even though Trey Henderson hasn't gotten a contract yet, to my knowledge, up until this point of me making this video, even though he hasn't gotten a contract, he is a lot closer to his contract than Micah is. So there's not really much of a reason for Trey Henderson to want to get traded. Micah has already came out and said that he wants to get traded. Honestly, the only thing, in my opinion, that is going to prevent the Raiders from taking that step is the agent issue. Like I said already, him having the same agent as Christian Wilkins, to me, that would be the only thing stopping it. But I still think you should, throw yourself into that hat and see if you can possibly get Micah Parsons. Because if there's one thing I know about football, especially when it comes to the D-line, you either better be good at one of these two things or be good at both. Either run stopping or pass rushing. And currently, right now, the run stopping ability, especially from what we've seen last year, is not really there. There was obviously a lot of issues with the defense, but run stopping was definitely the biggest one. And if you're, like I said, if you're not going to be able to run stop, you better be able to pass rush like hell. And picking up Micah and having Max on the edges, because at the end of the day, the biggest question mark to the Raiders at this point in time is the D-line, right? I mean, everything else is new. Everybody else needs reps and so on and so forth. That goes for the whole team. But the biggest question marks is on that D-line. Obviously, we know what Max is going to do, but as a unit, the D-line is the question mark. We don't know if Kuntz is going to return to what he was that 1 year, or was that just a one-off thing for him, a one-off year for him? Is he going to be able to bounce back from the injury? We don't know. Tyree Wilson, he was the first round pick for us. We don't know what we're going to get out of him and what he's going to be able to produce because he hasn't done it yet. Even with Kuntz being out from last year, that was Tyree Wilson's chance and opportunity to step up as that pass rusher, that first round pass rushing potential that he was supposed to be, and he didn't do it. So we don't even know what he's going to be doing this year because this is a prove-it year for him. So y'all know how I felt about Tyree Wilson. I thought he should have been traded already, but he hasn't. So it is what it is. But again, we don't know what we're going to get out of these guys on the D-line side. Like I said, excluding Max Crosby, we don't know what we're going to get from these guys. But I have a pretty good idea of what we're going to get from Max Crosby, or what we're going to get from Micah Parsons. You feel me? So I feel like they definitely need to go ahead and try to trade for him and see what they can do and what they can get out of that. Now, as far as going into the preseason, right? What I would like to see, especially, is, going against the Seahawks. Obviously, Geno Smith going back to the Seahawks, Pete Carroll going back to the Seahawks. Everybody needs to get reps. As it is, we see plenty of times that, I wouldn't say plenty of times, but a lot of these coaches, they get too, I don't want to say complacent, but they get too worried about injuries. Injuries are a part of the game and things like that, but that cannot stop you from getting reps. And I know, like, you don't want to get your players injured before the season starts and everything like that, but these guys need a lot of reps. You know what I'm saying? Geno Smith needs a lot of reps. It's a new offense, new O-line, new everything, new running backs, new weapons. You know what I'm saying? It's not, even though we got somebody who is 6'5" out there, you know what I'm saying? He's a rookie. That ain't DK no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's about repetition. Defense, definitely needs reps. They need to have guys that are going to be able to step up and do what they're supposed to do. So, I see a lot of it being that obviously Pete Carroll's going to bring out the starters, obviously, and that's the way it should be. Me personally, I think it needs to come down to the time. How much time are you going to give these guys out on the field? My personal opinion, it definitely should be. And them having Jamal Adams. I completely forgot about that. The Raiders picking up Jamal Adams and putting him at linebacker. These guys need reps. But I think that all the starters, they need to be at least bare minimum getting 1 quarter every preseason game. They need to be getting, I don't care if you put all the starters in the second quarter, the fourth quarter, whatever the case, I don't really care. These guys at least need to be getting bare minimum 1 quarter. And if you push it to 2, great. But it's really about the reps. Got to get the reps in when they need to step up. As far as I'm concerned, the only player that should not be on that field and shouldn't even have pads on the entire preseason is Max Crosby. That is it. Everybody else, quarterbacks, linebackers, safeties, O-line, D-line, everybody else better have their pads on, chin straps strapped up, everything. They better be ready to go, because that's really where it counts. But either way, man, preseason, this is when these young guys make their money. Hopefully they go out and make their money today for sure. But either way, you guys let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on where the Raiders are at now, how you guys feel about the Raiders D-line. You guys let me know, how do you guys think they're going to do in this preseason game against the Seahawks and the preseason games going forward. I will be doing a recap of this game, of the preseason game, after the game is over, and it will be after the game is over and before the week 2 preseason game. And this is how I'm going to have these type of videos formatted. We'll be doing doing what I expect and what I would like to see going into a game, preseason, regular season, God willing, postseason. And then I'll be doing a recap of the video afterwards of what we saw, what I feel like could be changed. Hopefully they change, fix, whatever, so on and so forth. But either way, let me know all that in the comment section below. Also, like I said already, Madden is coming out for us today at 12 o'clock. Right now, currently, it's 9 o'clock. So I will be live streaming Madden 26. So feel free to go ahead, stop by. We will be live on Twitch and on YouTube. So, hey, you guys are, part of the Madden family that we built over the years. You guys are watching this video, you guys already know what time it is, what we're doing. And if you guys are just here for the, real Raiders content and what's going on, the Raiders in real life and stuff like that, if you guys want to swing by, go ahead and feel free to. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.